Hello there and welcome. Tonight, we are going to lean back, far beyond the walls of your room, and drift slowly into a softer way of seeing the universe. Not as something cold and distant, but as a gentle web of connections that you are already a part of. You do not need to believe anything. You do not need to understand Buddhism or remember any teaching. You do not even have to stay awake. These are simply quiet reflections, inspired by Buddhist wisdom, meant to soothe your mind and loosen your grip on the worries of the day, while you drift toward sleep. For now, just feel your body resting on the bed. Notice the support beneath you. Let your shoulders sink a little deeper. Let your jaw soften. Let your eyes grow heavy, even if they are still open. The universe will keep moving whether you think about it or not. You are allowed to rest inside it. Let us begin. Teaching 1. You are already in the universe, not outside it. Sometimes we imagine the universe as something out there while we are in here, separate and small. Buddhist wisdom gently reminds us that your body, your breath, your thoughts are all part of the universe itself. The air filling your lungs was in the sky this morning. The water in your cells was once in clouds and oceans. The atoms in your bones were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. You are not standing outside the universe, looking in. You are the universe, briefly looking at itself. Teaching 2. Interbeing. Everything is holding everything else. Buddhism often speaks about interdependence, the way all things exist only in connection with everything else. The tree needs the sun, the rain, the soil, the insects. You need food, shelter, other people, language, time, and countless unseen causes. Nothing exists alone. Everything is quietly holding everything else. Tonight, as you lie here, you are held by the mattress, by the floor, by the earth beneath you, by gravity drawing you toward the center of the planet, by a web of forces that have been there long before you were born. You are resting in the lap of the universe. Teaching 3. The universe breathes through you. In Buddhist meditation, the breath is often the anchor, but you can also see the breath as a universal rhythm. When you inhale, the world moves into you. When you exhale, you move back into the world. The same air is shared by trees, animals, and other people. It circulates, endlessly transformed, never truly owned. Right now, as you slowly breathe in and out, you are participating in a vast, shared breathing that has been happening on this planet for millions of years. You are not separate from it. You are a wave in that breathing. Teaching 4. The night sky inside your body. When Buddhists reflect on the body, they sometimes notice the elements that make it up: earth, water, fire, air, space. Modern science would add that the heavier elements in your body were formed in dying stars that exploded long ago. Buddhist wisdom would simply smile and say, "Of course, you are not apart from the cosmos. Your heartbeat is made from stardust. Your thoughts are electrical storms in a tiny piece of the universe. You do not have to reach the stars. You carry them quietly inside your cells." Teaching 5. Emptiness and spaciousness. Buddhism speaks about emptiness, not as a cold nothing, but as openness and possibility. When you look at the universe, most of it is space. Between galaxies, between stars, even between atoms, there is vast spaciousness. Inside your experience, there is space too. Between one thought and the next. Between one breath and the next. Between the stories in your head and the simple feeling of lying here. Peace grows when you relax into that space, instead of filling it with constant noise. Teaching 6. The universe has been doing this for a long time. Your worries often feel urgent and enormous. Buddhist wisdom invites you to place them gently, in a wider frame. The earth has circled the sun for billions of years. Stars have been born and died. Mountains have risen and fallen. Countless lives have come and gone. Your life matters deeply, and yet it is also one small, precious wave in a vast ocean of time. You do not have to solve the entire universe tonight. You can let the older, wiser universe keep turning while you rest for a few quiet hours. Teaching 7. Every moment is the whole universe meeting itself. Interdependence means that every moment is the result of countless causes. This single second of you lying here includes the paths of your ancestors, the language you learned, the choices you made today, the shape of this building, the warmth of electricity, the tilt of the planet, the distance to the sun. All of that converges into this simple moment. You lying in the dark, listening. It is not just you in this moment. It is the entire universe expressing itself as you right now. Teaching 8. You are small, and that can be a relief. Looking at the universe can make you feel tiny. Buddhist wisdom suggests that this smallness can be a kind of freedom. You do not carry the galaxies on your shoulders. You are not responsible for spinning the earth. You do not have to hold the sky in place. You are allowed to be one soft, small being who lies down, gets tired, makes mistakes, and needs rest. The vastness around you means you can let go a little. You do not have to control everything. The universe has been managing dawn and dusk without your help. Teaching 9. The rhythm of days and nights. Buddhism pays attention to cycles, breathing in and out, birth and death, waking and sleeping. The universe moves in cycles too, day and night, seasons changing, the moon waxing and waning. Tonight is just one point in that rhythm. You do not need to demand that this night be perfect. It is simply one soft step in a long dance of light and dark, effort and rest, activity and stillness. Teaching 10. The universe as a great teacher of letting go. Stars are born, they shine, and they eventually burn out. Planets form and change. Galaxies merge and reshape themselves. The entire universe is in a constant state of letting go. Buddhism mirrors this. Everything that appears will eventually pass. This is not meant to be sad, but freeing. If even stars must let go of their light, you are allowed to let go of your day. You can allow this one life to unfold without clinging to every moment as if it must last forever. Teaching 11. The compassion of a shared universe. Buddhist compassion grows from understanding. Everyone suffers. Everyone wants to be free. Everyone is walking their own difficult path. When you remember that you share this universe with billions of other hearts, struggling and hoping and trying their best, your own burden becomes a little lighter. You are not the only one lying awake sometimes. You are not the only one worrying or healing or learning. The universe is full of beings like you, and in that shared space, compassion can arise like a gentle light. Teaching 12. The universe does not hurry. Look at mountains, at forests, at the slow movement of continents beneath the oceans. Nothing important in the universe is rushed. Buddhist wisdom points to this same patience in spiritual growth. You do not have to be completely healed tonight. You do not have to be perfectly peaceful. You are allowed to be in process. Like a star forming over millions of years, your understanding, your kindness, your calm can unfold slowly. Tonight is just one quiet step. Teaching 13. Stillness in the center of motion. Planets spin. Galaxies rotate. Everything is moving. Yet when you look at the night sky, it can feel very still. Buddhist meditation is like that. Inside constant movement, you can find a center of quiet. Your thoughts move. Your emotions move. The world moves. But right now, if you rest your attention in your chest or in the feeling of the breath, you may sense a small, steady stillness. Like the calm center of a turning galaxy, there is a place in you that is simply aware. You can rest there. Teaching 14. The universe within a single moment. Buddhism sometimes says that in each moment, the entire universe is present. In this simple second of awareness, time, space, body, mind, breath, and world all meet. You do not have to travel anywhere to touch the universe. You can feel it in the sensation of your body on the bed, in the sound you are hearing now, in the gentle flow of your own breathing. Every tiny moment is complete, even if the mind tries to rush past it. Teaching 15. Not knowing as a kind of peace. We know so little about the universe, how it began, why it is here, where it is going. Buddhism does not demand answers to every cosmic question. Instead, it offers a way to be at peace even within mystery. You do not need to solve the universe tonight. You do not have to explain your whole life to yourself before you are allowed to sleep. You can rest in not knowing. You can let mystery wrap around you like a warm blanket, trusting that it is okay for some things to remain unexplained. Teaching 16. The universe as a mirror of your mind. Sometimes, when you look at the universe, you see what is in your own heart. If you feel lonely, the night sky can seem cold and empty. If you feel calm, the same sky can seem peaceful and vast. Buddhism gently reminds us that much of what we see outside is colored by what we feel inside. But this also means that as your heart softens, the universe around you can feel kinder too. Tonight, as you breathe slowly, you might imagine the vastness above you as soft, steady, and welcoming, like a great open space that is happy to hold you exactly as you are. Teaching 17. You belong to this universe. Many people feel secretly out of place, as if they do not truly belong anywhere. Buddhist wisdom about interconnection can be a gentle antidote. You do not have to earn your right to exist. The universe has already given you a body, a breath, a place in time. You belong here in the same way a wave belongs to the ocean, or a leaf belongs to the tree. Even when you feel lost, you are still part of the whole. You cannot fall out of the universe. Teaching 18. Resting as a tiny piece of infinity. As this part of our journey comes to a close, you might picture yourself as a small, glowing point in an endless, calm night. Not a point of pressure or urgency, but a point of gentle awareness that is allowed to dim and rest. The universe will continue. The stars will move. The earth will turn. You are allowed, for these hours, to simply be a soft, breathing presence inside all of that. You have done enough for today. You have thought enough. You have tried enough. Now, let your body grow heavier. Let your breath slow down. Let your mind loosen its grip on the edges of the day. The universe is vast. You are safe inside it. It can hold you while you sleep. Teaching 19. Karma as gentle cause and effect in the cosmos. In Buddhism, karma is not a system of punishment and reward. It is simply cause and effect unfolding through time. A kind word changes a moment. A harmful act leaves a trace. Small choices ripple outward, just as a single pebble makes circles on a still pond. The universe moves this way too. Stars form from clouds of dust. Planets form from old stars. Life rises from the planet. You rise from this life. Tonight, you do not need to calculate your karma. You may simply trust that every small intention toward kindness is one more gentle ripple in a vast, interconnected universe. Teaching 20. The universe responds to soft intentions. Buddhist practice sometimes begins with a simple wish. May I be at peace. May others be at peace. You do not command the universe with these words, but you align yourself with a quieter, kinder current in it, like turning your body to float with the stream instead of against it. Your gentle intentions let you rest more easily inside what already is. As you lie here, you might let one soft wish drift outward, like a lantern released into the night. May there be ease, wherever it can arise. Then you let it go and trust the universe to carry it. Teaching 21. The phases of the moon as a teacher. Buddhist wisdom often looks to nature as a mirror. The moon waxes and wanes, grows bright, then fades, then returns again. Your energy does the same. Some nights you are full, glowing, active. Some nights you feel small, dim, quiet. The universe is not disappointed in the new moon. It understands that emptiness is just another phase of fullness. Tonight, if you feel like a thin sliver of yourself, you can remember, this too is part of the cycle. You are allowed to be dim. You will be bright again. Teaching 22. Stars as distant lanterns of continuity. When you gaze at the stars, you see lights that have traveled for years, sometimes for thousands of years, before reaching your eyes. Buddhist wisdom might say, you are seeing a conversation between past and present. The universe is full of these long connections, old choices affecting new moments, old joys echoing in new hearts. Right now, as you lie here, you are also sending something forward, a small inheritance of your kindness, your efforts, your learning. You do not have to see where it goes. It is enough to know you are part of this long, soft chain of light. Teaching 23. Many worlds, one breath. Some Buddhist teachings speak of countless worlds, innumerable realms of experience, seen and unseen. Your mind can wander trying to imagine them all. But for rest, Buddhism often brings you back to something very simple. This one breath in this one world, right now. Perhaps there are many layers to the universe, but tonight you only need one gentle place to land. The feeling of air moving in and out of your body is more than enough universe to hold for now. Teaching 24. Time as just another wave. The universe stretches across unimaginable spans of time. Buddhist wisdom suggests that past, present, and future are not as solid as we think. Memories are waves in the mind. Plans are waves in the mind. This moment is the ocean they rise from. You do not need to swim through every past event or every future scenario before you can sleep. You can rest as the ocean itself, allowing the waves of time to come and go without needing to chase them. Teaching 25. The great compassion that holds all beings. Some Buddhist traditions speak of an infinite compassion that embraces all beings in the universe, like an endless sky holding every kind of weather. You may imagine this compassion as a vast, invisible field that does not reject anyone, no matter how lost or tired. Tonight, you are not outside this field. You are one of the beings it quietly includes. You do not have to earn this belonging. You can simply allow yourself to be someone who is, also held by the great kindness of existence. Teaching 26. Buddha nature as a spark in every corner of the cosmos. Buddhism sometimes speaks of Buddha nature, a kind of potential for wisdom and compassion present in all beings. You might imagine that everywhere in the universe where consciousness appears, there is a tiny spark of this same potential. A traveler on another world, a person in another city, you here in your bed, each carries a small light that can grow. You do not have to awaken fully tonight. It is enough to know that this spark is in you, quietly glowing, even as you sleep. Teaching 27. Space outside, space inside. The universe is mostly space. Vast stretches between stars and galaxies. Stillness, distance, openness. Inside you there is also space. Space between one breath and the next. Space between one thought and the next. Space in which all your experiences arise. Buddhist practice invites you to rest in this inner space, not squeezing every moment with thoughts, but allowing gaps, pauses, silence. As you soften, you may feel that the space inside you and the space around you are not so different. Teaching 28. The horizon, where sky and earth meet. When you look at a horizon, there is a gentle meeting of earth and sky, a quiet line where two worlds touch. Your life is like that too. Your body is earth-warm, heavy, mortal. Your awareness is like sky open, clear, impossible to grasp. You live at the horizon where they meet. Tonight, you can feel the earth side of you resting on the bed, and the sky side of you simply noticing. Peace appears in that quiet line between the two. Teaching 29. Galaxies as cosmic mandalas. In some branches of Buddhism, monks create mandalas, intricate circular patterns that represent the universe in symbolic form. Galaxies are like natural mandalas of light, spiraling arms, glowing centers, huge circles turning slowly in the dark. You do not need to travel to see them. You can imagine them now, swirling gently in distant space. Your thoughts tonight can be like those galaxies, moving, circling, slowly losing momentum as your mind drifts toward sleep. Teaching 30. The universe is messy, and that is okay. When we imagine the universe, we sometimes picture perfect symmetry and order, but real space is full of dust, collisions, explosions, irregular shapes. Buddhist wisdom might say the same about life. It is not a perfectly arranged scene. It is a living, changing process. Your mind can be messy. Your day can be messy. Your heart can be messy. You do not need to make it all neat tonight. The universe itself is comfortable with unfinished edges. Teaching 31. Gravity as the great embrace. Every object in the universe pulls on every other object with a tiny force. This is gravity, a quiet attraction that shapes stars, planets, and orbits. Right now, gravity is also holding you to the Earth, gently pulling you toward the center of the planet. You can think of it as a cosmic embrace, a soft, steady hug from the universe that never lets you drift away. As you relax your muscles, you can let gravity do the work, supporting you without effort. Teaching 32. The sound of the universe and the sound of silence. The universe is full of sound, stars forming, matter colliding, radio waves humming through space. Yet from where you lie, the universe reaches you mostly as silence. Buddhist meditation often rests in this silence, not pushing it away, not needing to fill it. In this quiet, your nervous system can uncoil, your thoughts can slow. You can hear the softest sound of all, your own breathing, like a small ocean wave rising and falling in the vast stillness. Teaching 33. Birth and death as cosmic rhythms. Stars are born, stars die. New stars rise from the remains of old ones. Buddhism sees birth and death in a similar way, not as absolute beginnings and endings, but as changes in form. Every breath is a tiny birth and death. The old breath leaves, the new breath arrives. Tonight you can allow parts of the day to die gently. The roles you played, the masks you wore, the worries you carried. They can all fall away for now, making space for rest. Teaching 34. Your small role still matters. In a universe this large, it is easy to feel insignificant. Buddhist wisdom gently shifts the focus. The question is not how big you are, but how present you are in the small corner you inhabit. A star lights only its own region of space, and that is enough. Your kindness, your patience, your small acts of understanding shine in the lives you touch. You do not need to be universal. You only need to be sincere where you are. Teaching 35. The universe can hold your emotions. Sometimes emotions feel too big for your body. Fear, grief, loneliness, shame. Buddhist practice invites you to widen the container. You are not just a tight chest or a buzzing mind. You are awareness as wide as the sky. If a feeling feels too big, imagine placing it in the vastness of the universe itself, as if you are letting it float in a huge, gentle space. You do not abandon it, but you no longer have to carry it alone in a small room of your chest. Teaching 36. The Bodhisattva heart in a vast universe. In Mahayana Buddhism, a bodhisattva is a being who vows to help all sentient beings awaken, even in a universe seemingly too large to comprehend. This may sound impossible, but the spirit behind it is simple. Wherever you find yourself, you choose compassion. You do not need to save billions of beings tonight. You might simply choose to be a little kinder to one person tomorrow, or to yourself right now. In a vast universe, even a small promise of kindness is a beautiful thing. Teaching 37. Infinite beginnings, endless chances. The universe has seen countless cycles begin and end. Stars, seasons, civilizations, lives. Buddhist wisdom says you can begin again at any moment. No matter what has happened, today you are allowed to start over, not by erasing the past, but by choosing a new direction in this breath. As you prepare to sleep, you might quietly decide, tomorrow I will begin again with a little more gentleness. You do not need to plan it. Simply let the intention rest inside you like a seed waiting for morning light. Teaching 38. Darkness as resting potential. Space looks dark, but within that darkness are galaxies, stars, and worlds, many of them unseen from where you are. Buddhism does not fear darkness. It sees it as fertile, like rich soil, full of potential. Night is the same. In this darkness, your body repairs itself, your mind resets, new insights quietly form. You are not lost in the dark. You are planted in it for a while, so that tomorrow, something fresh can grow. Teaching 39. The night as a natural meditation hall. Monasteries sometimes have special halls for meditation, quiet spaces where people sit in stillness. Tonight, the entire universe is your meditation hall. The ceiling above you, the sky beyond it, the space between stars, all of it forming a vast, silent temple. You do not need to sit cross-legged or hold any posture. Lying down is enough. Your bed is your cushion. Your breath is your practice. The night itself is your supportive silence. Teaching 40. Constellations and the stories we tell humans. Look at random stars and connect them into shapes and stories. Bears, hunters, scales, twins. Buddhist wisdom notices that we do the same in our lives. We connect events into stories about who we are, what we deserve, what is possible. Some stories are kind, some stories hurt us. Tonight, you may gently loosen your grip on stories that cause you pain. The stars do not insist on being a bear or a hunter. They simply shine. You too may rest for a while without needing to define yourself. Teaching 41. Trusting the path you are on. In a universe with so many possible paths, it is easy to wonder, what if I should have chosen differently? Buddhism suggests that the path in front of you is the only one that exists right now. You cannot walk every path. You can only walk this one. with as much awareness and kindness as you can. You can trust that even your detours and mistakes are part of the learning of this life. Tonight, you do not need to decide your entire future. You only need to allow this body to rest, so the next step, whatever it is, can be taken with a clearer mind. Teaching 42. Earth as a shared home in the vastness. In the middle of the cosmic sea, our planet is a small blue world full of life. Buddhist compassion extends to all beings, humans, animals, visible and invisible creatures. You might imagine the Earth floating in space, wrapped in a thin layer of atmosphere, holding oceans, forests, cities, and countless hearts. You are one of those hearts. Your rest tonight is part of the healing of this small world. A rested, calmer heart tomorrow is more able to be kind. Teaching 43. The four elements in you and the cosmos. Traditional Buddhism sometimes speaks of four elements: earth, water, fire, air. Earth is solidity, your bones, mountains, planets. Water is fluidity, blood, rivers, oceans. Fire is warmth, body heat, stars, sunlight. Air is movement, breath, wind, atmosphere. As you lie here, you can feel the earth element in your weight, the water element in your fluids, the fire element in your warmth, the air element in your breathing. You are a small, living mixture of the same elements that shape the universe. Teaching 44. Light that left long ago. Some of the stars you see in the night sky may no longer exist. Their light began traveling before they changed, and yet it still reaches you now. Buddhist wisdom uses this as a gentle image for how the past continues to shine in the present. Old kindnesses still glow in people's hearts. Old harms may still cast shadows. You cannot change the star that has already died, but you can choose what light you send out now. Tonight, you can let old images fade for a while and simply rest as the one who receives light without needing to chase its source. Teaching 45. The Buddha awakening under the open sky. Traditional stories say the Buddha awakened while sitting under a tree, with the earth beneath him and the vast night above. He did not awaken in a sealed room, but in open space, connected to wind, stars, and soil. Your own moments of insight, no matter how small, also arise within a living universe. You do not need a perfect setting. You only need a little quiet, a little honesty, and the willingness to see clearly. Even now, as you soften into sleep, some part of you is learning, gently waking up to a kinder way of being. Teaching 46. The universe continues while you sleep. One of the hardest things for the mind to accept is that life goes on when we are not watching. Buddhist wisdom invites a kind of surrender. You can let go, and the world will keep turning. While you sleep, the planet will continue its orbit. The stars will continue to burn. Waves will continue to rise and fall on distant shores. You are allowed to step away from your post for the night. The universe does not need you to stay on guard. Teaching 47. Each exhale as a gift back to the world. When you inhale, you receive. When you exhale, you give. Buddhist teachings on generosity are not only about money or objects, they are also about the quality of your presence. Tonight, you can imagine each exhale as a small gift back to the universe. Your tension, your worries, your efforts releasing into the air, feeding the trees, joining the larger cycles. You do not need to hold everything in. You can let it leave on the breath. Teaching 48. This moment as a rare cosmic event. Given the size and age of the universe, the fact that you exist right here, right now, with this particular body and story, is astonishing. Buddhist wisdom suggests treating this moment not as ordinary, but as precious. You do not have to do something dramatic with it. You do not have to prove its worth. Sometimes, the most respectful thing you can do with a rare moment is simply to be fully present for it and then let it pass. Teaching 49. Bowing to the universe by resting. In many Buddhist traditions, people bow as a sign of respect and humility, acknowledging something larger than themselves. Tonight, your bow can be very simple. You bow by allowing yourself to rest, by lying down, by releasing the day, by admitting that you are not separate from cause and effect, from fatigue, from the need for renewal. Your rest is a quiet way of saying to the universe, I understand that I am a part of you, not above you. Teaching 50. Held by the infinite. As our journey comes to a close, you might picture the universe not as something distant and cold, but as an immense, soft darkness that is perfectly capable of holding you. You are one small flame in this vast night, and it is safe to let that flame dim for a while. You have listened enough. You have thought enough. You have tried enough. Now, the teachings can fade into the background, like distant stars barely visible through closing eyes. Feel the bed beneath you. Feel your breath, slow and gentle. Feel the quiet weight of your body, resting on a planet that is floating in space, carried effortlessly through the dark. You are held. You are safe enough for this moment. You are allowed to sleep. Good night.